Welcome to the first episode in learning how to use Adobe Premiere Pro. In this episode, we are going to talk about how to open Adobe Premiere Pro. It seems simple, and it kind of is, but every single time you create a new project or you open a previous project, you're going to need to follow these steps to open Adobe Premiere Pro. And there's a couple of little nuances when starting a new project that I want to go over before we begin. Popping onto the computer, I've got 3 different folders I've already created. One of them is called Projects, one of them is called Footage, and then one of them is called Media Cache. Now, I recommend that you create 3 similar folders that you can access and use while you're going through these tutorials. The projects I'm going to open, and I've had this around for a while. You can see I've got Adobe Premiere Pro projects in there. I've got After Effects projects, but the PROJ folders, or ones with a little PR, those are Adobe Premiere Pro projects. Now, if I were to click on one of those, it would open Adobe Premiere. But we're going to save all of our actual projects in that folder. The footage folder is where we're going to store all of our actual footage that we film. Now, this could be your vlog, it could be your family, whatever, an event promo that you filmed, it doesn't really matter. We are going to put all of that here in this folder. And ideally, I don't have one plugged in right now, but ideally you would put this on an external hard drive. And then we're also going to have one that's called Media Cache. And this is going to be, and you can see I've already opened Adobe Premiere with this in, but it's going to save all of these Media Cache files and peak files and all this other stuff that Adobe needs to be able to process our projects and run on our computers. Now, we are really not going to need to do anything with this, but we want to tell Adobe to put it here so we have easy access to it if we need to. Let's go down to applications here. You can also search for this in the little search bar in the bottom left if you're on a PC, or through your Finder window here on a Mac. But I'm going to find Adobe Premiere Pro here in all of my applications. And then I'm going to click on it. And what it'll do is it'll take a minute to load, especially if you've never opened this before. But it's always got this loading screen. And this window is going to pop up for all of us. Now, you likely are not going to have all of these previously opened projects in here because you've never opened Adobe Premiere Pro before, probably. What we want to do is go up here to New Project and click on that. Now, this is where we can name our projects, and you're going to have to do these steps every single time that you create a new project in Adobe Premiere Pro. So we can call this, well, I'm going to call it My First Project. You can call it whatever you want, I don't really mind. And then we want to tell this, you guessed it, we're going to click Browse, and we're going to tell this to save in that project folder that we created on our desktop. I'm going to click Choose. Now, before we click OK, we want to go over here to Scratch Disks. And this is where we want to tell it to put all of our Media Cache files and captured video and all of that stuff in the Media Cache folder that we created on our desktop. So I'm going to click Desktop, I'm going to click that Media Cache folder, I'm going to click Choose. And you want to go down the line and click this for all of them. Once you get one of them done, you should be able to click Browse and then click Choose for it, and it should automatically take you there. You can see that all of mine have defaulted to there, but I want to walk you through the step because it's an important one. And then we're going to click OK. Thanks so very much, and we'll see you in the next video.